to you live from Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
And now, your five-time defending AFC East champion, Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career. Quarterback Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while everybody thought the career was over, he still shows that he's got some RPMs and some velo in that right arm of his.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. Second down coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
We go play action with Flacco. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Downfield, it's Chase. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. Third down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. I'm tripping 3, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons. Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
Running back sent in motion. Allen comes out throwing. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Allen now on first down. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They'll get 22 out of that play. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Allen off the play action. That's Knox. He's got it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. First tone of the game for James Cook. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here. 3rd down. Pass is brought in by Coleman. And they get this down to the 28. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's another Bills first down.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
And Allen will hold on to this. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Prater puts it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tiburon on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Flacco off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Give on seconds, it's Brown. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down, it's Flacco. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Ryan Rico on to punt. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now the line run. It's Allen. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Dax Hill up for the stop.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Flacco. He finds Fans. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. And that reaches the 35, but no further as it caroms out of bounds. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. That stop made by Barrett Carter. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
At the 40-yard line.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have 2nd down and 5. One of the tight ends motioning left. Throwing here, Allen. As long as he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, Allen. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air again, Allen. Short pass brought in. Big man showing up the yards. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 9-point advantage. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Bills 10, Bengals nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes the defender. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. Tweaks away from one. Gets some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. To the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 16-point ball game. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
Bills 17, Bengals nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. On a return, this is Tiburon. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And things starting to get a little out of hand for them, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
5 still to go here. This is second down. From the gun, Flacco. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. Their route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. Back deep, Khalil Shakir. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. First down now, ball at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knockaway. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Allen on 3rd and short. Got his man, Shakir has it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Allen gonna throw again. Completed over the middle. And he's gonna be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
19 more yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Josh Palmer. A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Davis will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Prater puts it through. Big lead gets even larger, Brock, before halftime.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, this is Tiburon. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. You go play action with Flacco. Throw left side, complete. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another, third and long. Third and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Their punter making his way out now. Shakir on the return. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bills offense takes over. Not much time remaining in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen has him on the quick hitter. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Play action now with Allen. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Prater puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Samuel now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Cook trying this one up the gut. So calling a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Another one for Cook. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. Running in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills continue piling on to this lead.
Bengals nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, this is Piron. This makes it up to the 25. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. He finds Fant. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Flacco off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, what's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one's complete, right side. That line, the stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now.
30-yard run.
Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Allen. There he is again, Brock. It's Coleman. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
6 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals 28-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, Allen to the air. And he's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air again, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Now Prater on to send it away. On a return, this is Piron. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
From the gun, Flacco. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And last drive left him in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Allen on the play action. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to the air, Allen. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Incomplete.
Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Counter play, Brown. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. They'll run again with Brown. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They're going to try and throw it here. Hits his running back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So first down from the 41. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Finds the in route, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
To number 5, T. Higgins. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Bills going nickel, 3rd down. I'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Now bringing tight end in motion right. Here we go with Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
That down and distance tells you pass. More than likely, you're going to get man-to-man coverage, and your passing game is more effective. But I love that call. And the trust and the belief you have in your run game that even that down and distance, you could still get the first.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. For Davius White on recovery.
To throw. Gets this to Fant. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB, He wants to put it on his shoulders. You sign up for it.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pass play now. Dumped off to his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Desperation time here on 4th. Has it down close. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Quick throw left side complete. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Allen throw on 3rd and 1. Makes a man miss. He's off. Cook gets the first and more. And he gets this down to the 38. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Bills have a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play. Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They'll go. Allen. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. And off to Cook here out of his own read. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills started celebrating this win a while ago. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to get it with the option here. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Bills keep running away with this. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
Bills 40, Bengals 7.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, this is Tiburon. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 1, Jamar Chase. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Brown on the inside give. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Bengals
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's Brown again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back to throw. Cut out left. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job.
And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential.
14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It's a designated keeper for Allen. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they didn't fall victim to that dreaded trap game against a lesser opponent. They were the better team coming in. They played like it to earn the convincing victory. So So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.